unexpected exhibition of Hans Op de Beeck, Nocturnal Journey at Royal Museum of Fine Arts in Antwerp transforms the 19th century galleries into immersive ash-gray dreamscapes. Strolling through the rooms, you feel the fragility of the existence, the poetry of everyday moments, and the corridors of the subconscious. Op de Beeck conceived Nocturnal Journey as a total artwork, integrating sculptures, soundscapes, and an original art film. Here, Op de Beeck presents only sculptures. Monochrome, matte, and frozen in time, they invite not passive viewing, but active reverie. Don't search for descriptions, let free associations guide you. Entering the exhibition, we meet Tatiana, a life-size girl with closed eyes caught mid-breath, blowing fragile soap bubbles. The monochrome gray finish turns the everyday act of bubble blowing into a poetic moment. Here we see a world stilled mid-motion. Children with their eyes closed while playing, a girl who fell asleep on the sofa, a sleeping dog. Nothing moves, yet everything feels suspended. Gray here isn't absence, it's potential. It is the color of dreams before they are remembered, of dust settling after something ends. Whether Pompeii or 9/11, the suggestion is clear. Something happened here. Something deeply personal, yet unspoken. Each spotlight and shadow sculpt the atmosphere as much as the artworks themselves. Look at the horseman, an enigmatic nomad atop his steed, accompanied by a small monkey holding an umbrella, suggesting stories of migration and resilience. This is no Napoleon, more a Don Quixote. He carries the absurd essentials, keys, balls, a sleeping bag. The monkey adds both humor and tenderness. Further on, we find the boatman, a lone figure pushing a heavily loaded boat, evoking themes of exile and the search for home. In the next room, we can see where he's heading. The settlement appears, an abandoned village on stilts, dimly lit, half-real, beautiful but precarious. If you linger, you can sense the tension between two moments. You might even hear echoes of a party, but where has everyone gone? This huge sculpture looks like something you've seen before in the old masters' paintings. We see here a collection of Vanitas symbols, transients. Vanitas Excel is a monument to loss, and yet it's playful. Once you have seen this association with death, you see it everywhere in the exhibition. The oversized birthday cake is another fossilized celebration. At once joyful and solemn, it suggests that even birthdays are memento mori, a reminder of death. But perhaps the most striking is Dance Macabre, a carousel populated by skeletons in festive attire. Childhood nostalgia meets the inevitability of decay. So when we encounter the poetic sculpture titled My Bad Raft, the room, the sea, and then I loved some gloom in me, we no longer assume the girl is merely sleepy. The raft becomes a metaphor for acceptance, drifting through the boundaries of dreams. Yet the pills beside her suggest something darker. The girl lies between dream and reality, and we witness the exact moment she drifts away. Again, we see figures that might suggest tragedy, but perhaps they are simply tired. The girl dressed as an angel may be worn out from her birthday. Or is she a real angel exhausted by her role? The female boxer rests after a fight. Did she lose, or is she gathering her strength? The dancer collapses into a chair, eyes closed, suspended between exhaustion and reflection. Perhaps she remembers her childhood when she tried on her mother's shoes and imagined herself performing. Originally conceived as separate works, These sculptures now share a room. Their proximity creates new dialects, new stories. When we see sculptures of two figures, we see their interaction. Something has just happened or is about to. In Mom and Dad, we witness a parental gaze, half-dressed and quietly alert. Two men converse atop delicate ladder. Why ladders? Why briefcases? We are not given answers, only clues. A teenage couple sits on the edge of a cliff. The girl looks outwards, the boy looks only at her. Youth, uncertainty, longing, captured in stillness. These works resist interpretation. They hold space for wondering. Scientific, magical, mechanical, these kinetic sculptures remind us of our place in the cosmos. The paradigm spins like a miniature planetarium. Melancholy flows through the exhibition, but it is not the only emotion. Each sculpture holds compound emotions, the beauty and the sorrow, the nostalgia and the unease. The spheres echo both the horseman's cargo and the Renaissance curiosity cabinets. Seascape and moundscape mimic romantic painting, rendered here as petrified bas-reliefs. These works are quiet homages to art and art history, not quotes but after images. Certain motifs return: books, blackberries, blossom trees. These are not decorative, they are emotional imprints. Hans Op de Beeck often picked blackberries with his brother, and their mother made jam for them. A blackberry, its taste, smell, and color associated with childhood dreams. The Wunderkammer, the pier, is a bookshelf with an amusement park on the pier inside. No one needs the books. Books are thrown away throughout the whole exhibition. Anyway, you cannot even open them. Perhaps they no longer need to be. Some figures have their eyes closed, others open. In Miriam, both states merge. The girl stands with an owl perched on her hand. Her eyes are closed, but the owl looks at us. It feels as though she perceives through her totem animal. Is it a modern Athena or a girl dreaming in symbols? The exhibition closes with a 44-minute video, Staging Silence. Anonymous hands build and dismantle miniature worlds from everyday materials. Though we witness the process, we are still tricked into belief. These constructed interiors and landscapes feel real, even as they disappear. Nocturnal Journey is not just a collection of sculptures. It is an invitation to ask questions rather than give answers. Let silence speak louder than colors.